Hey, Sean here from SpeedCubeReview.com. I have a package of SpeedCubeShop. Let's get into this. So I have the TengYun version 2. Now I also got the version 1 as well, because the version 1 that I have, I've done so much adjusting to by adding washers to the springs, and I just wanted to kind of start fresh and see what they're both like out of the box and compare them. So let's open up the version 1 real quick. You can see the box is very different. This box had a little magnetic flap here and some different springs. 2 different sets of springs, but I don't think it says what set was what. I did put in the different springs in the other one as well, which I believe did make it actually tighter. So this box seems more reminiscent of things that we're seeing from Moyu right now. Okay, we still have different springs. A lot of different springs. So there's only like 3 of certain ones there. I don't know what those are for. 2 different screwdrivers, a Phillips head and a flathead. Oh my god. A blue, this I'm assuming is going to be for the elasticity. A replacement core. I haven't been in the need of a replacement core in a long time, so I'm assuming that's just, you know, 'cause. First, as far as size, are they the same size? They seem relatively the same size. Yep. The center looks like the Guhong version. Is that the version 3? Version 2? Whatever, the new Guhong. Let's look at the pieces now. Edges have a similar shape to them. They look almost identical, besides this wing being not as solid of a piece. Then as far as corners, tracks look nearly identical. Magnets are at a different place. That's, I think, the biggest change here. The magnets are in a different place, where these were farther down and these are farther up, which is going to give it a bit more of a clicky feel. Now, with that said, these magnets seem extremely tiny. I mean, we've got 3 settings. It's on 2 right now. I'm going to expect one to be looser. So for right now, I'm going to do some turns on both of these and see how they feel. Wow, that is super, super, super flexible. But shape of the pieces look nearly identical. One more thing, center cap, so that was just a screw. This has a dual system to it, where the blue part is the elasticity. Oh, geez, wait. 0.6, 0.81, and 1.2, and then 0, 0.5, 1, 1.5. Okay, if I adjust, I just need to figure this out. If I adjust this, the whole thing turns. Okay, is there an instruction guide in how this actually works? There is. Is any of it in English? There we go. Okay, 1 is strong, 2 is medium, 3 is light. So that's opposite of what I thought. Okay, then here we've got unlimited axis distance adjustment, centerpiece travel control, and tension control. Use a screwdriver to twist the screw to adjust the piece travel of the 6-sided screws to be the same. Note, do not twist the piece travel of the screw too tightly, otherwise controls cannot move.
Centerpiece travel control. The TengYun version 2 centerpiece travel control provides 4 different axis distances. The larger the number, the larger axis distance, and the more corner cutting and smoother. Use adjustment tool or hand to press and twist the centerpiece.
So, okay, here's what this looks like. These look like the exact same thing, but this one is just a quick setting, while this one is more fine-tuning. That's what it looks like to me. And then this tension control provides 4 elasticities. Okay, elasticity. The larger the number, the stronger the spring elasticity. Okay, yeah, these look the same thing. These look like the same, but this is just a general setting, and this is fine-tuning, is what I'm thinking at the moment. Okay, no more talking. Let's get into some solves. Okay, they do feel very similar. The version 2 seems a little bit more hollow. I'm guessing that's just because there's more ability of movement with these spring placements. Okay. So first thing we're going to do with this. So that's it. Feeling, the difference in the feeling is almost identical. Magnet strength. In a way feels similar. Like I said, this is more clicky for sure because they're farther to the outside, but the actual magnet strength seems pretty similar out of the box. So I'm just going to go to the extreme. Let's adjust all of these to be the strongest. We need to go to 1. You know that I like me some strong magnets. So these are adjusting very nicely, very easily. So just going counterclockwise by 1 click. Wait, that's easy. Adjusting one side actually adjusts the other. You can see right here. So that makes it much faster to adjust. Okay. So I don't need to do that on all 48 pieces. Or I mean, sorry, all 24. I just need to do it on 12. That's very nice. I didn't expect that to be like that. That's really good. Okay. This magnetic strength. Not a ton much more. It's stronger, but it's not overly strong. Okay, so now let's take these caps off. So at the very end, I'll do some solves and like a final commentary on the feeling of it and what you should do if you're interested in buying it, sort of my guide on that. Okay, before I do any adjustment of the screw, I just want to see, these are all on 0.6 at the moment, which is what I prefer with 0.6. If I change this, I'm going to change it to 1.2. So you push down, turn clockwise to the right. That clicks very nicely. Don't feel like I could really mess this up in any way. Okay, there we go. It doesn't exactly click in right away. What I would suggest when you're turning this is to push down, just turn very, very small amount, and then turn the rest. That way you can feel it click in. So this is very similar to DaYan cubes. They've got 0.6, 0.8. I think they had 1 as well, but now they're just sticking more to 0.6, 0.8. Okay, I'm a little confused on that inner one and the screw. But let's do the outer one. So the higher the number, the stronger the elasticity. Where's it? Okay, right now it's at 0. I'm going to move it counterclockwise 1 spot. Okay, there's a little arrow right there that's going to point at things. So if they're all the same, I should just be able to go counterclockwise 1 spot without really thinking too much of it. There we go, 1 more. Okay. So I've got this right now on the tightest elasticity, the strongest magnets, and I've tightened the screws. So this went from about what this was with the stretchiness to here. A quick guide of what I often like is I look to see if the end of the corner piece, I can just barely see that edge right there. So you can see how you can just barely see the edge. That's usually what I go for. And still, it's corner cutting way over 45, but it's still flexing a bit more than I'd like. So I'm not going to do any setup to this yet. I'm not going to add any lube. But my general thought is this. Why is this cap so hard to get on? There's a lot of adjustment you can do with this. A lot of adjustment. However, it doesn't seem to change a ton. It's not an extreme change. Now, with that said, you can really, really fine-tune this in, but almost, after a little bit of use, it's going to change, and then adding lubrication is going to change that as well. So although there's a ton of fine-tuning you can do, I almost wish that it was more extreme. That way I could just quickly adjust it. I mean, this is on the far end of things. But this is a more stable TengYun. And you could have it, if you thought the TengYun was not stable enough, you wanted lighter magnets, great, you've got that too. But I would almost like stronger magnets than this. But on its own, this is a really nice, solid puzzle. So, okay, I'm going to do a bunch of solves, and I think that's about it. If you have the version 1 and you really liked it, but you just wanted stronger magnets or stronger elasticity, get the version 2 without a doubt. If you haven't had any and you're looking for something that is a nice, stable, and quiet puzzle, definitely check this out. It's really... Oh, I'll stop doing the same algorithm over and over. Definitely check it out. It's something that I like the quietness of it, and it's still kept that quality. But thank you very much for watching. Leave your thoughts and questions below. Hit like and subscribe for more content like this in the future, and it's always stop by SpeedCubeShop.com for more news and reviews.